What's happening, people, and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. This is another episode of Fan Views, the football podcast that gives everyday fans a chance to talk about their club. And today's focus is on Arsenal. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't ever miss another Views video. And if you're enjoying the podcast, please give us a like, because the more likes we get, it does help us grow on the platform. If you are one that likes to listen on the audio, you can catch us on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, Views Football Podcast. And if you're listening on Apple, give us a 5-star review because that will also help us grow. You can catch us on the social media at Views TV Official for Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And today's episode is sponsored by Beard Culture London, which is a men's grooming platform that you can find on Instagram at Beard Culture London. Head over to them for your daily dose of positive vibes, inspiration, and tips. And stay tuned for their product launch and website, which is going to be coming to you very, very soon. Hashtag no beard shall go unnoticed. Anyway, let me get into today's episode. Let's go. Okay, welcome to another episode of Fan Views, and today's focus is Arsenal Football Club, and I'm joined by Wesley, Jason, and Scarlett. So, just for the audio listeners, can you all just introduce yourself, please, so that the audio listeners can identify the voice and the name? So, Scarlett, can you go first?
Hi everybody, my name's Scarlett Douglas. I'm the only female, so you know if anyone's talking, it'll be me. Hey.
Jason?
Hi, my name is Jason Banton. Struggling Arsenal fan. That's allowed to keep it at that.
And Wesley?
Yes, everyone. It's me, Wes. Gooner till I die.
All right. So I just want to thank you guys again for joining me for this episode. What's the time? Yeah, 8:05. And Friday night, we're going to get into some Arsenal chat. So I probably wanted to start off by just asking you all, and just start with you, Scarlett, is what's your feeling on Arsenal at the moment? How are you feeling?
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm glad we're in lockdown, because it might be giving the players a chance to rest, back up their ideas, and get ready for whenever the season does start again. Because, I don't know what's been going on over the last few seasons.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping that, once Ljungberg came in and Arteta was in, things were going to start rolling, and we were getting there, and we had a few games and we were looking good, and then we were just going down again. So I'm hoping that lockdown is just going to give the players a little bit of time to think about what nonsense they were doing before we were in quarantine.
What about yourself, Wesley?
Boy, I know what's missing from Arsenal. It's what's missing from football, I think, in general. That heart, that passion. We ain't got no players like that no more. But I think I'm a dinosaur. I think that's a thing of the past. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see like a Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
He's an Arsenal man. Even though he was West Ham, but he felt the Arsenal vibe. You get what I'm saying? You can imagine going in the changing room. If he was a player coming into it, you would know, like, this is Arsenal. Jack's the guy who shows you what Arsenal's about. There ain't no man like that no more. People, it's a job. It's a job.
Yeah. So, Jason, what's your take on it with Wesley saying that there's no heart and that it's a job, because you're a professional footballer? So what's your take of it from both sides of the fence, being an Arsenal fan and a footballer yourself?
Being an Arsenal fan, obviously, is frustrating because he's telling the truth. Like, I don't feel any of the players are there for Arsenal, really. Let's be real.
No, what about your front lot, like Aubameyang, Lacazette?
I just think that they've found a place where they're loved, but I don't think it's like they're getting good money. But I think if they could get the same love elsewhere on a bigger stage, they would be on their way out. Whereas once upon a time, players wanted to play for Arsenal regardless of the money.
Yeah.
And I just think, I agree with Wes that that's not there anymore.
But is that because the success isn't there? Because if you think about talking about back in the day, then you guys had success. So obviously players will come for a different reason now. If they're coming to Arsenal now, what are they really coming for?
Do you know what?
I
I think
agree.
for me,
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, Jason. I think for me, it's more about the discipline isn't there like it used to be. Like the other day, I was watching the documentary 89. 89. No, it was 89 or 98. I can't remember, whatever way around there.
89.
It was 89.
At Anfield, yeah.
Right. Yes. You'll never walk alone. And just looking at how they were training in the, whether they were in the dugout coming out for a game, whether they were in the changing room, whatever, they were just on point and everyone was focused. And we look at like George Graham and we look at, Arsene Wenger, and they just had control of the players to the point that the players were scared of their managers. I don't think we have that nowadays. And Jason, I don't know what it's like for you as a professional footballer in this time, but both of my brothers were professional footballers. They could not put a step wrong. Yeah. Anytime you do anything wrong, that's it. You're cleaning boots for the rest of the week and you're not playing for the next however many games. And I just, nowadays, I feel like it's a lot more of a, let's do it for the gram. And I don't think people have, like you were saying, that the heart isn't there like it used to be, because I think people just want to be famous now. They just want to play football and just have fun. And I think that's the issue now, in my opinion.
So it's the sort of...
say something on that.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
But you know what? We have to remember, enough of the players, they're not from London. They didn't grow up supporting Arsenal. That's not there. Yeah. So they just come there. And to me, really, people come to Arsenal and they get comfortable. You know you're going to start.
Yeah.
No one who's on the bench, who's going to sign for it. So we win, we lose, it don't matter. I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
True.
And I can't fully blame them. They're working with what's there. Like you see, like Sanchez. You see when he come there, bruv, he was a beast. He was an animal. Sometimes I remember being at Emirates and watching him run past Kieran Gibbs to tackle a man, and then still run back up the wing to cross it in. Everyone didn't have the same passion as him.
Yeah.
He had to go. He had to kick out. He's like, yo, I can't be out here dragging the wagon. You man are just pulling it with one hand.
So you didn't blame Sanchez for leaving then, no?
No.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Because what about?
I'm from the. Sorry.
No, go on.
I'm gonna say because we grew up. You included. We grew up for the football were warriors. You were fighters. That's what you had to have heart. Yeah, we grew up in the Premier League. It's English football.
Yeah.
That's not there no more. There's not.
So
Bellerin even said Sanchez is annoying with his attitude because he wants to win at everything. I'm like, what? There's the competitiveness. You're meant to be a lion.
But the thing is that's probably like what you're saying has gone out of football in general, right? It's not just Arsenal, but other teams are still successful, i.e. your Chelsea's, Man City, Liverpool now, and even Man United in more recent times than Arsenal, because you guys haven't lost. You guys haven't won the league now. So what? No, I'm not digging. But I'm just. It's been what? When was it that you last won the title, Jason? Was it 2004?
Yeah, 04.
So what is the reason as to why it's taken so long for you to get back to the top? It can't be down to the players don't have heart, or that can't be the reason. There has to be something else.
But like for me, in the since Arsenal won the league, the only season I'd say we really should have won it was the Leicester one.
Yeah.
But that I'd say it's just been personally the biggest thing has been financial.
Mm-hmm.
So since the Emirates, since you got moved into the Emirates, that's been the problem.
Yeah.
But that's
and Wenger
to the next level.
It's meant to. If the owners are gonna put you in the stadium and then back you.
But this is the thing, the owners aren't going to do that. Kroenke and his son Josh, they've got money and they have got their company that has American football clubs, they've got basketball clubs, they've got everything. So why do they need to worry about little old Arsenal that should be being able to create generate its own funds and its own money from its fans and living off the back of whatever leagues we have won and whatever titles we have won? And it's fine because they're a strong club, but we're not going to be a strong club if you don't invest money into it. Like we can't generate money if you're not going to push us and put the money in and make sure that we get the players that we need, make sure we get the sort of staff that we need. Like, look at when they cleaned everyone out. When Wenger left, everyone went. Like, everyone went. And who you've brought in, are they good enough? I don't know. Do they know the morals of the club? Like, I don't know.
Is that then when it comes to it just being a business then, do you think, Scarlett, that they're just running the club like a business, they make money, but their primary objective isn't to win trophies and to get Arsenal back to the top?
Unfortunately, that's exactly what I think it is. Because they've got the money. Like, they have the money. Why are we not buying some more decent players? Like, why without being horrible, why have we still got Mustafi?
Yeah. He was meant to be...
Why have we still got Xhaka?
Though, isn't it?
Huh?
He was meant to be a saviour. He won the World Cup and...
Listen, he's meant to be a saviour. All he does is go to ground every single time. I'm like, just stay up. What are you doing? Just stay up. It kills me every time. He's not a saviour. He's not a saviour. He's far from it. Sorry, Mustafi, if you're watching this or listening, but you got to go, bro.
But so you guys have got money, and then in the summer you tried to buy or wanted Zaha, but didn't want to pay the money that Crystal Palace were demanding, and you wanted to do the installments, right? So what is that about? Wesley, you're smiling, you're smirking. You got something to say then?
Yeah, no, I want to just touch on that point of earlier what you said about what went wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll go back to that.
I'm gonna hurt people's feelings with this. Yeah, you know what went wrong at Arsenal?
What?
Arsene Wenger. Let me tell you why. You see the guy, yeah, he came and revolutionized football. Yeah, people couldn't chat to him. He was getting man like Mark Overmars coming back from double broken legs, Carnu coming back from heart failure. Also, bruv, he was untouchable. Look what he done to Henry. In his heart, he must have felt, I can't do nothing wrong. I've got this. He studied the game. He's the professor. But you know what happened? You see, when we went from Highbury to Emirates, first of all, Arsenal didn't want to take investment. They done a loan in it because they thought, you see, with Wenger, we got this top 4 thing on smash forever. There's no way Wenger ever thought in his lifetime he'd finish outside the top 4.
Yeah. And
he didn't think it was possible.
And you didn't, really.
And do you know what else he gambled on? Financial fair play. He thought, you know, let everyone keep spending the money like that because it's going to come and bite them.
Yeah.
He didn't realize money talks, bruv. Yeah. Yeah. So when he was trying to be tight and trying to hold it because he's trying to do the right thing, it didn't make a difference. And that's what messed us up. We fell so behind, bro.
And I think the game moved forward as well. And like you said, he was a pioneer, Wenger, when he came in, and we were playing like a complete different style of football and no one could touch us. And then you can't just stay in that place. You need to start working out how you can move things, how you're going to, work against bigger teams that might be coming up, behind us. And I think that was the point when players started to lose respect for him, unfortunately. And, I've got a lot of people that I know within Arsenal, and it would be at the point where they'll be at the training club and like Wenger would come in and say something and no one would even listen to him. So he started to lose respect. And I think unfortunately he overstayed his time there. I think maybe by a season, 2 seasons. But I think 4 seasons, that's harsh. That's harsh.
You see that season when we gave it up to Birmingham, that's the year. I'm telling you, listen, he should have realised. You see, you know why I rate Alex Ferguson? He never retired because of no hip team. You can be testament to this.
No, I know it. Yeah.
You see Rooney and Ronaldo.
You
see the attitude they gave Ferguson. He never seen that before.
Yeah.
All Rooney's agents saying, no, you have to talk through me to talk to him. Fergie's the man that go to your yard and kick off your front door. You can't do that no more. So Fergie said, it's not for me. But you see Wenger, he couldn't let go. And you know what? Part of it was his ego, but part is because he did love Arsenal. No one can't tell me he didn't love Arsenal. He loved Arsenal.
Jason, what do you think has gone wrong then? And Arsene Wenger's, how has he contributed to you guys' downfall?
I do agree that he definitely overstayed his time. I felt the game evolved and he kind of like got left behind as well.
Yeah.
Like when we changed, if you remember, we started to change our recruitment once Fabregas come through. Before that was the Edu's, Gilberto Silva's, the big 6'2" mobile players. And then Fabregas came through and then he started to go for the Carzolas.
Yeah.
And then for a little while it worked, but it didn't work. because we didn't win the league with them. So as much as we can say, yeah, we played the pretty football, it didn't work. Whereas beforehand, when we was going for the more mobile, built players, Henry 6'2", Perez 6'1", all these kind of players, you know what I'm saying? They were big, mobile, and they could like defend themselves. Where we almost had like a Spanish national league team, international team playing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We're not winning anything, and then he didn't look at it like, okay, cool, we're playing good football, but we're not winning. He just looked at it like eventually it will work, where it didn't, and then he didn't want to let go of it, and we just found ourselves falling behind, and we are where we are now.
Yeah, it's been a while, man, and like you're saying, it was
too long.
You played that good tick-attack of football, but one of the big gripes that comes from Arsenal fans that I know is you guys have known that you lot have needed to strengthen in certain areas for so long, yet you don't actually do it. Defensive midfield, these areas. What do you think is that down to the recruitment policy that you guys have, the people, the scouts, the people working behind the scenes, or is that down to the manager?
I don't even know the answer to that question, so I'm going to have to pass that on. I just know that the defence isn't strong enough.
I think personally, I think it's down to the funds again. Because I like to think Unai Emery, he managed a few decent players in his time at Seville and Valencia. So I'm pretty sure a few of them players would have wanted to come over and, you know, and like, I thought 100% like someone like Nzonzi was going to come to Arsenal, 100%. But it didn't happen. So I personally think we got like Arteta in place, and I'm pretty sure come summer he's going to have a few players that he has in mind. But whether they back him, then we might see second, third choice, and then it's just a cycle instead of getting the first choice and then building. We're always going for the second choice. That don't work. Yeah. And again, yeah, it's just a cycle. I think personally, it just comes financial backing, because someone like Arteta worked under Pep for years, played for us. He knows what the club needs. If the players coming in don't do it for me, I think that is not his first choice, personally.
Wesley,
no, it's funny then. Sorry, just to cut in.
Yeah, go.
Jason, when you were saying about Unai Emery, the way I've written off 2020, like this year never happened, is the same way I wrote off the time when Emery was there. Sorry, I forgot he existed. Sorry, carry on. Wesley.
Every time I hear that guy's name, man, good evening. Nah, man. Man went PSG, and like, how do you flop at PSG? That's like giving a cheat code. That's an overpowered team in FIFA. How are you going to lose, big man? Big man, how did you lose?
But then, isn't that where you lot brought him from? You brought him from?
Yeah.
From PSG.
He's a liar. They said he done a dossier on everything. He lied, fam. He finessed us. He downloaded some stats from the internet. He didn't have a dossier on everyone, or he would have known what he was doing. He lied. Yeah, he lied, bro. Yeah.
But did he have the backing? Did he have the backing while he was there?
I'm kind of suspect about the signings, you know. I don't know, because they don't really seem like there was his signings. Like, do you get what I'm saying? The way he dealt with them, I don't feel like. Look at the way he dealt with Torreira. I thought he was cold.
Yeah. And then he bombed him out.
And then put him at number 10.
Yeah.
Brother, you're sabotaging my team. I headbutt you, you know. Cause you can't do that. Just because you're trying to prove a point to the ball, don't sabotage my team, you know.
Yeah, it's so
constantly playing Xhaka. What are them things there, fam?
But Xhaka's playing now, though. Go on, Jason.
That's why I kind of have to disagree with the Emery. Towards the end, yeah, like he deserved everything he got. But personally, I don't believe that he fully, like, Arsenal's turned into one of them like Spanish teams now, where we've got like just a head coach, and then we've got people buying the players and then giving the head coach the players and say work with them, kind of thing. Personally, I think some of the signings weren't his signings, so I can't give him all the
blame.
The blame, sorry, because like we've got someone buying the players. I don't know how. We don't know. We only can guess how much Emery's involved in his say to say, I want him or I don't want him. I think more they're pushing him to say, listen, you've got him now. Like, work with him.
So do you think that will happen to Arteta now? That same model, that same strategy?
I don't think Arteta would have left Man City on the basis on them same basis, knowing that he could have been he could be next up Man City with Pep. You know, Pep never stays nowhere too long, so he was in pole position there. So to come Arsenal under them terms, I don't think it's going to be the same.
You know what worries me about Arteta though? The situation with these Arsenal players. You see, when he first come, I got emotional watching Arsenal. For the first 5-6 games, for the first 50, 60 minutes, I was emotional, like tears in my eyes. I was like, this is the old Arsenal.
We got it back.
You man could do that all the time. But I realised that high pressing, them man were rubbed. After 60 minutes, them man were tired, you know. They need oxygen tank and thing. Yeah. And then after 6 games, they went back to the old, whatever. Like, what happened to that? And how can the honeymoon period be over already? Like, he only got there a minute ago.
It's the new manager bounce. It's new manager bounce. Only lasts for a few games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a short time.
And what do you think about Arteta going forward then, if we was to move on to him? Because, you know, some people think that Arsenal have gone the easy approach, getting in Arteta rather than getting in a big name manager like what Spurs have gone and done. What do you guys make of it?
Do you know, I like the fact that we got Arteta in. He's been at the club. He knows how it works. He's been there when we've done well. And I think having someone like that in to inspire the players that we have now and the younger generation coming up, I think it's good because he gets it. He understands it. And he can say, when I was here, this is what it was like. And you guys are nowhere near there. So we're going to have to work together to get you on a certain level.
Yeah.
Like as to where I was before. So I love that Arteta's there. I'm not going to lie. I wanted it to be Vieira or even Henry, but Henry didn't do too well at Monaco, did he? So
no. But I think for me, go on, Jason. No, go.
For me, I don't think any manager. Like I didn't really mind any manager. For me, it was just the attitude of the manager, innit? Because Arteta, it doesn't matter how much of he played for Arsenal. If he's not going to come in and be cutthroat with these players, they'll just walk all over him. Because at the end of the day, all the players are big. Right now in football, especially at the highest levels, the players are bigger than the manager. If 2-3 players come together and say, "Listen, I don't want to play for this manager," he's gone in no time.
Yeah.
And you see that at Chelsea with Mourinho.
But that's what I say about the respect. I don't think the respect is there anymore. Sorry, Wesley.
No, sorry, I had a question for Jason. Yeah, right. So my thing is, to me, like all the change in football, I think, you see, before you could chief a man, like go to him, like that was rubbish. Sorry, I don't know if you can swear, but that was rubbish. How did you miss that? Blah blah blah. But this new generation of players, they need a hug, fam. Like on a level, do you know how much times I looked at Ozil, I got Flex and said, I beg someone give him a hug. Tell him it's all right. It's okay, we believe in you. Don't shout at him. Don't shout because it's going to put him more in the shell. Tell him it's all right. He's the best and we love him.
But let me come in now quickly. You know, Wesley, there's always been those type of players. Yeah, there's always been those type of players. But what it is I think with Arsenal now is the whole squad is probably like that. Whereas in the past, in the past,
Leon get away with that. I let Leon get away with it. Sorry, sly ones in there. Yeah. Not the whole squad. There's a few soft players in there.
I don't know. We've got a lot of the players are soft. I'm sorry. I hear
you. Tell him.
Torreira's my lion. I think he's. I couldn't imagine him ever being soft. But
if I played against him, I'll tell him a few things in his ear. He gets a bit
No. David Luiz. David Luiz would be. Yeah, but
Socrates, the Greek uncle, no, he's not having it. No. Come on, Hey.
And Kolasinac, they're not having it. But I think no. Kolasinac, I would say Kolasinac. Sorry, I don't know how you pronounce his name properly.
It is Kolasinac, isn't it?
Oh, it is Kolasinac.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's adding his remix in there, Scarlett.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Kolasinac. A little something. But no, I could imagine David Luiz. He'll cry any second. And Doozy would cry.
I know he looks like he'll get a little punch in the back of the head when no one's looking. David Luiz looks like that.
Yeah. He'd do it at Tyson when he bites the ear, right? I can imagine doing one of those in the box.
Do you agree then, Jason, what Wesley's saying about that's the way it is now, is that the players are too soft?
I think it comes from the above, though. Like bigger than the players, it comes from like the law of the game. If you see the way the game's changed, you can barely touch anyone now.
Yeah.
So everyone's been protected, and it comes down to that's why you look at Ferguson and Fergie and Wenger. For me, no matter what Pep wins or Mourinho, they could never talk to them two, just for the sheer fact that them two they manage players. So they knew, for example, Fergie, he knew that bollocking to Ronaldo wouldn't get a reaction out of him. Whereas he could bollock Roy Keane and you'll get a reaction. And Ronaldo, he would need to put an arm on his shoulder. Where someone like Mourinho now, you can just tell he was just one way player. Straight. And then the flip side of it is, I think Emery and Wenger towards the end was just one way in terms of we're just too soft for them. Whereas I'm hoping, obviously we're not to know yet, but personally, I think I'm just want Arteta to come in and, work everyone out and just be like, you know what, Kolasinac, he doesn't need the arm around the shoulder. He needs me to get onto him, you know what I'm saying? To listen, you need to pattern up. And then personally, I'm saying Aubameyang, but I personally think we should get rid of him.
Serious?
Let him go. Let him win a title or something before he retires, man. Let him live.
I think he should. I think we should get rid of him.
Let him live, man. Let him live. He deserves it.
All three of you saying let him go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
bro.
me,
Big man thing. Come on, man.
Like, I saw some stats the other day how he's like the third quickest in the Prem. We don't see it. You don't get he scored. You see, in football, obviously, I play football, so I understand the game. Goals is not enough. Goals is not enough because, okay, yeah, I do get he gets us out a lot of stuff because of his goals. But if he also done a bit more or was a better footballer, he could do more to help contribute to the team even more.
1 second. Sorry, Jason, I've got to interrupt you there. Aubameyang, when Aubameyang started playing football, he's a striker. When he went to Dortmund and became a bad man, he's a striker. He come to Arsenal, he's a striker. Only at Arsenal to decide he's a winger. He's like, fam, I never told you I could cross. Fam, you know my game. You know my game, innit? Because it's like putting Harry Kane on the wing. Harry Kane's going to be like, what? Do you want me to shoot from my head? Because you must want me to shoot from my head, because that's what I do. Yeah? It's because of what you're going to put him out there because of his pace. That was dumb. That's a dumb move, bro. Like, it's dumb. It is dumb. He's a striker. He wants to be on the last defender and pace him and score. That's what he wants to do. But we wouldn't put him on the wing.
I agree. And then you're putting him out on the wing and then playing somebody like Lacazette in his position who don't do enough. So
whoa.
What is that about?
Whoa. Can we talk, when we're talking about lack of blood clot, can we put some respect on his name?
On who? Lacazette?
Please put some.
I have to agree.
Yeah, Jason, tell him. Tell him,
I
Jason.
Agree. You see, Lacazette is not cutting it, man.
No, he's not
at
levels.
the moment.
He's not levels, Wesley. Scarlett,
listen.
Can I tell you something? I'll give you a perfect example of what Lacazette done. Yeah.
Go on.
See Lacazette, yeah.
Yeah.
See when we played Valencia last season in the semi-finals.
You got to the semi-finals.
Yeah, the Europa League. You know when you were sitting at home.
Oh, sorry.
When we were still. Yeah.
Oh yeah, semi-finals or the Europa, innit? Yeah, because you got to the final.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and then they played Czech, but anyway. Yeah, but you see, Lacazette, he inspired Aubameyang. Aubameyang was back on the 18-yard tackling. Yeah. Lacazette puts in a shift. It hurts me when I hear him get this. Even though he does some, he's been bad this year. He's been really bad.
Okay, you had to acknowledge that. This is my thing, right? This is my thing with Lacazette. And people will hate me when I say this, but I always say it. I feel like Henry, unfortunately, was always that glory hunter. Like, he'd get the ball. I think he didn't really do much. He'd get the ball and he'd score an amazing goal and everyone thought it was incredible. Now, stats... Okay,
let her finish.
I know the stats showed that he moved around, he passed the ball, he ran here. But if you look at a lot of his games,
that just hurt me. I have to pick it up.
No, if you look at
Jerry, she didn't mean it.
Listen. If you look at a lot of how he played, it was very much wait for the ball and score. Yeah. Righty would be doing left, right, and centre. He'd be everywhere, and he would still score the goal. Whereas I think Henry was a bit of the glory hunter. Sorry, I also think that about Walcott. I think Walcott was exactly.
Don't mention him, please.
Theo Walcott was exactly the same. He would just wait for the ball. He'd want to get the goal. Yeah, glory hunter. And I feel like Lacazette, unfortunately, is the same.
Oh,
sorry, I can't believe I'm
you know what,
in the same category.
Scarlett, you have you have thrown yourself into the lion's den right now because
I'm ready for it.
both of these guys adore Henri.
No,
They got
I love
posters of
Henri.
him in
I
their
love
room.
Henri. Don't get me wrong. And I've got pictures with him. I love him and I think he's great and blah, blah, boom, wow. But at the same time, I do think he was a bit of a glory hunter. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Scarlett
Let
is
me-
real. You're real, Scarlett. Go on, Jason.
Listen.
You're real, shot. No, you're real.
Firstly, I'm gonna have to defend Theo Walcott here. Yeah. Reason I'm gonna defend Theo Walcott is because I like to think that I watched enough football to understand football. That I just think that he was a victim of someone that was signed for Arsenal in an era where we played total football, and that's not his game.
Yeah.
So he was an outlet for Arsenal, whereas he would have suited, like, for example, a Liverpool of today. But at the time, we played a style of football that just didn't suit him because he was a young English prospect. We signed him,
Yeah.
but realistically, he didn't make no sense playing for Arsenal because what his attributes was, we wasn't getting the best out of him. For one, that's just the Walcott. The Thierry, I'm not going to talk about that. You know I love Henri. I'm not going to talk about that. But in terms of Lacazette, sorry, last one. In terms of Lacazette, for me, I hear you, Wes, when you're saying that he works hard and that. And I love it when he works hard. But we don't pay £50 million for a player that works hard. We can go get someone. We can get someone from Watford to go do that for us. You know what I'm saying?
Troy Deeney.
You know what I'm saying? When he said
Troy
50
Deeney would do
million,
a better job than Lacazette, you know.
No, Troy Deeney's a bad
I
man.
can't dispute that.
Yeah. Deeney's
That
a
was
bad
real. Troy would do a better job than Lacazette, man. So, boy.
I want to go back to your Walcott point, Jason. You're right. We didn't use him to. You know when I saw him, I swear down. I said that he's like Michael Owen. He runs. You see Walcott when he's not thinking, when it's natural, and he's just
Yeah.
Bruv, he's cold. Put him behind the last defender, running, keeper coming at him. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna score. As soon as that you had time to think, he had no football brain. Zero.
100%.
Zero.
100%.
He needed to play at a team where they're gonna play that ball over the top, let him run onto it. Arsenal baiting him up doing all these short passes. He's like, allow me.
Yeah. So I don't always blame Theo. And to be fair, I say I don't blame him. His numbers for us was great, scored over 100 goals.
Come on. I had this in my Arsenal group the other day. We went at it hard about this. Don't give Theo those credits, bro. He was banging hat tricks against some idiot teams.
No, you got to do it, though.
Yeah, but goals are goals. No, Wesley. They're goals are goals, right? No? See, this is a topic that I'm going to be discussing.
That's what Pele said. He was lying about his goals. Pele scored against his mum in the back garden and said, yeah, hat trick that day, yeah?
Let's not even bring Pele into this. Let's not diss him.
The thing is that I'm going to discuss this is when stats are stats, or is it the eye test? Because everybody wants to bring up stats when they want to back themselves in a discussion or a debate. But then certain times they'll just, when they love a player, they'll talk about the eye test and all of that stuff. So
player dependent.
That's it. So
it's player dependent.
You reckon?
100%. Like Ronaldinho, his football, what he's done on the pitch, the stats didn't matter because he was the best player regardless.
Yeah.
But then when you're talking about like a level playing field of someone like a
for example,
I forget Theo Walcott. Sanchez and Eden Hazard both in the Prem. Then you got to bring it down to a bit stats because I'm tired of players. People I always say, on his day Hazard was better, but consistently Sanchez was better. So how often?
How many days did he have? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hazard's numbers weren't spectacular for the
That's
time
what I'm saying.
There,
it depends on, like, if you're comparing Hazard away from Chelsea, then you're gonna go off performance.
Yeah.
I mean stats, sorry. But if you're going off like in the Chelsea in these like ranks, obviously performance, the numbers didn't matter. He was always Chelsea's best player.
Okay.
It's the last thing on that Walcott thing, though. Prove that. Yeah, because I've cussed Theo, and he's heard me when I've been next to that pitch. I know he's heard me. I've got a big mouth. Yeah. He said, Jason, let me tell you something. You see Hazard and Sanchez, defenders were shook. You think anyone's scared to look at Theo? But he didn't use his pace. Theo used to get the ball and look up and pass to the right back. Sanya used to be on crud. Yeah.
Mm.
Lauren used to be on crud. Theo, anyway, please, yeah, let's move on. He had so much talent, potential, and he wasted it, man. He wasted it.
Let me. I just want to say we're just gonna go for a quick break, and then we're gonna be right back. All right. So we're back for the second part now. First part was enjoyable. Thanks, guys. Interesting to hear your thoughts on where your club has been over the last few years, the problems and the reasons why. What I wanted to know now is to move on to maybe more happier times for you guys. So who has been your favorite player of all time? Because I had a conversation with an Arsenal fan the other day, and I was interested to hear what he said. I was surprised, rather. So, Jason, if I was to start with you, of all time, who's your favorite Arsenal player?
Of all time, Henry.
I
Thierry.
Never know what I've
Really?
Thierry.
100%. Like the best player to ever play for Arsenal. So undoubtedly.
Can I ask you how
For
old
me.
you are, Jason? Can I ask how old you are?
27.
Okay, cool.
27. But yeah, for me, Henry, without a doubt, obviously, growing up, going to school and that, being an Arsenal fan, he made us all proud. No one could chat to us, you get me? So, yeah Henry, for me, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt.
So we got one vote for Henry at the moment, and Scarlett, I can see that you're quite surprised by that. So, who are you going for as the best player or your favorite player? I guess it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, my favourite player of all time has got to be Ian Wright.
Yeah.
Ian Wright, because he was just so cool. He was a good player. He was fun. He had character. Like, yeah, it was righty for me. I liked Rocaster as well, though. Oh, Rocky.
Okay, going back now.
Back. But no, righty's my all-time fave, without a doubt.
Okay. Wesley, what are you saying?
Well, we all know Righty is a legend. And I know if you know me, like Lee does, you'd have thought I said Henri, but it has to be Patrick Vieira.
Really?
Vieira. It has to be Vieira.
Mm-mm.
Mate, he epitomized what it meant to be Arsenal in that time. Yeah. I've never seen a man that can brack a man in the challenge and then play a through ball. He bracked the man, took the ball, looked up and played the through ball. Yeah. And then they want to know if my captain can finish. If I go to YouTube and show you some of the dinks he done against Tottenham and such other teams, you get what I'm saying? Vieira was an animal.
And he captained the team well, didn't he? He did really look after the team.
Listen, Vieira, I get emotional thinking about it now. Where's the Vieira DVD? That's what I want to know. Vieira, listen. You see them times when Man United used to have their Fergie time and bullying up everyone. And Roy Keane, we had one guy, oh, no. Like that. Yeah, we had someone to back it.
But Roy Keane did bad up Vieira, though.
No, true.
Listen.
He did, though. He did. If we be honest.
What you think Vieira was shook of? Listen, you've seen that best of enemy thing, innit?
Yeah.
Best of enemy thing, innit?
No, I haven't watched it. I haven't actually watched it.
Yeah,
you know?
There was no shaking in Patrick's boots, fam. There was no shaking.
He just held himself. It's like that French man, he just held himself, you know?
Done it with class, not like Roy Keane. Roy Keane seemed like a pub man. The traveller man. Not because he's Irish, but that's how he moved. Vieira done with grace.
Vieira is one of those, like, the silent killers,
like
you know what I mean?
Yeah, musketeer, fam.
And then the French accent. The French accent, you don't even know what's coming.
You're glad he gave you the double leg tackle. Yeah? You know what I mean? You've been blessed by Vieira.
I'm surprised, though, because we got one Ian Wright, one Henry, and one Vieira. I would have thought most or everybody would have said Henry up until the other day, because I was speaking to someone who said Bergkamp
another great player
as being number one. So I thought Henry had that hands down, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
He used to sulk.
Who, Henry?
Scarlett.
And all he did was stand there and just wait for the ball. That's
no. Lee, there's times when Henry used to be losing, he used to stand on the left wing and look at everyone and say, give me the ball.
Thank you.
You are idiots. I'm going to stand right here. I'm not moving, so don't get confused. Put the ball. I'm like, Virgin, please, just Please, hear me. It's cool. Fam, I've seen him kill man on the pitch. He done to Adebayor, switched on him. Lauren, one time Lauren crossed the ball to him. It was 2-2. Lauren dinked it back. Henri mistimed the run. If you see the look he gave Lauren, I know he gave him a dig when he went back in the change room. Yeah? Henri has quoted in the paper saying, you see, either score a goal or create an assist. Because when I passed to you, it was perfect for you to get a goal, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a time, I love Henri, but there's a time he was toxic at our team.
Serious?
I'm going to say, listen, let me tell you the time.
Woo.
You see Reyes, we got some little youth from Spain, you know. He got bullied by Gary. Yes, all right, he got bullied by Gary. But then he got his feet down. He started getting on it. But you see when Henri was on the pitch, them was like, oh, shall I just pass to you? Pass to you? Confidence was gone, bro.
Yeah.
And that was towards his end. But so that's why I love him, bro. I defend Henri to the end, but still, you know.
Jason, what are you saying about that, boy?
He ain't the captain, Jace.
He ain't the captain.
No, you're right.
Nah,
you're right.
he
Vieira,
might.
sorry.
That's why he's not a
Vieira
manager.
was. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me put it this way. You say he's not okay. Fair enough. He's not captain to wear the armband, but he's a leader differently, innit? For me, when you're saying the Reyes, I get that, but when you've got such a great player, certain players they get like, look at, for argument's sake, Benzema under Ronaldo at Real Madrid, and now Dybala at Juve under Ronaldo. When you're playing with these high-profile men that you know they're the ones that win you the leagues, the golden boots, the game every week, you kind of have to like things
play your role.
around.
Play your role, kind of thing.
And that's why Zlatan is always my guy. He comes to Barca. What, you want me to play second fiddle? Are you crazy, fam? I don't play second fiddle. I'm confident within myself. And Jace, you're a footballer. Imagine you're in your position now, Jace, and then the man comes and every time Jace, you can whip a ball in, Jace. You're sick of whipping the ball in. But this youth's come from another team and he's famous for his crosses. So now every time when you was gonna cross it, you now know you gotta give him the ball. If you don't give him the ball, it's problems. It's not, How are you gonna flourish? How are you gonna develop?
Nah,
the same with Harry Kane and them, man. That's why Spuds will never get nowhere. Yeah, because when Harry Kane plays, everyone else is a shag. That's why I love when he comes back injured. I love it. Love it. Look at that Champions League final. Love it.
Yeah, that was bad from their point of view. Should never have played there, man. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But so that's what I think about Henri. Yeah, he had that thing. Yeah.
Who then? If we was to move on to the other side of the coin, then Scarlett, who would be the worst player or your least favorite player to have played for Arsenal?
Okay, so either Bentner.
Bentner.
That's what we called it. That's what I used to call him, Bentfoot. Or I can't remember his name because I purposely have blocked him out of my memory. So come back and I'll remind you.
All right.
Iwobi.
Iwobi.
Not having him. I'm sorry. I think wherever he's gone now, fantastic. He's doing brilliantly. But I don't think he was good enough for us. Yeah, I'm harsh. I say it as it is. Arsenal fans don't like it, but not good enough. Bye.
Said it. She said it.
We've had man like Sonogos up front. And you're putting Bentner. Wow, okay. Bentner, you really hate
all right, Sonogo was bad, but no, Bentner.
Sonogos, yeah.
The no-go, he was a no-go.
Hey, Scarlett, do you remember Franny Jeffers?
No.
FA Cup years.
Francis Jeffers.
He's meant to come and be the saviour.
He was meant to be you lot's goal machine, right?
Oh, no.
I remember it.
Francis Jeffers, boy.
You see, for
me, I've looked
me,
it out as well.
For me personally, is Xhaka.
What? Serious?
Explain it, Jace. You have to explain that.
The reason I'm saying that is because Xhaka, you see all these players that you've named, okay, it will be, he's played his fair share, but Xhaka's played enough to impact Arsenal. And he's hurt us too much. Personally. These players, Sonogo, they came, played a few games, Bentner in and out of over the years. Franny Jeffers played a couple of games, but Xhaka has played for 3 managers now. And he's impacted Arsenal. And not in the slightest, in a good way.
Mm-hmm. You know what,
this
Jace?
guy is his errors leading to goals must be up there in the Prem.
Jace, You know, it is. Shaka, and I'm a man that used to scream at him when I was at Emirates. But you see, Shaka, he's good, but he's just not up to the Premiership pace.
Yeah,
Put
I
him back
agree.
in
Not
Germany,
consistent.
put him in Italy, he would look like a bad man in Italy, and he's not quick enough. He's
But you
just that
see-
yard behind. It's just like, cuz, what are you doing? Why are you still swinging your leg? He's gone. Why's your brain still telling your leg to go? Like, what's going on, big man? I love it.
Yeah, it's mad.
It comes with a scissor challenge. It's nuts.
What do you guys think about
Yeah.
Mustafi? Because he's also down there for me.
Yeah, you mentioned him earlier, didn't you, Scarlett, about Mustafi?
Yeah.
I see a stat the other day. Since Mustafi's come to the club, we've not qualified for Champions League. He's another one.
Say no more.
But you know who got me the angriest though? And it's of recent time. I could go back to Glenn Helder, Chris Cormier. I could go deep. But of recent times that everyone knows, you see arse shaving. Yeah, arse shaving.
What?
Because that's all he was. Some arse shavings. Yeah.
You can't call Arsh having Arsh shape.
Listen, the brother got 4 goals against Liverpool and said, yeah, I'm good, you know. I'm good
He
for the rest
wasn't
of my
that
career.
bad.
No, he was
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
He
surprised
was
you said
bad.
that.
No, he was so bad. You know how angry I used to get. Now, I'd have to turn off the telly. No. He couldn't be bothered. Listen, he couldn't be bothered. He used to come on the pitch shaking his head like, why did you bring me on? I was cool on the bench. I just had a fat McDonald's before the match. My belly ain't digested. He used to wind me up. And I can't, one thing I can't take is someone not making an effort. And I can't take that. You can be crap, you can be rubbish, but please try your best, bro. I just spent £80 to watch you. Not try it.
I hear that. Who then, if we was to say the best manager or favorite manager, I'm guessing you guys are all gonna say Arsene Wenger then, right? Is that gonna be unanimous?
I like George Graham as well, though.
Yeah, but you see what Arsene though. See George.
Yeah, Arsene did lots.
You know
He
what
did lots.
George? No, George. Yeah, no. He gave us that famous 1-0 to the Arsenal. That took me through my youth. We weren't a massive club in England, but everyone knew, don't come to our house and try and get nothing. Get nothing over here, cuz.
Yeah, your defense was solid them days.
Mm. Oh, that team. I remember like the team, because as I said, my brother played at Arsenal and I used to play when I was younger for them as well. And I
You used to play football?
Yeah, I used to play for Arsenal girls.
So wait a minute, so you can play football, you can sing, you can act, you can do voiceovers, you could...
Yeah.
Is there anything you can't do then?
I'm a catch, guys. I'm a catch.
Why? Jeez,
I can't draw. I can't draw.
All right, we found the weakness then, boys.
Yeah,
There we go.
Achilles heel.
But no, like for me, when I was there, we had Winterburn, Dixon, Bold, Seaman. Obviously, Vieira was there. Even Lundberg, even those team, Perez, Overmars, all of those players. Like we just used to have players coming in, and everyone was just amazing. It was so good. So I think going from George Graham over to Arsene Wenger is a tough one for me because I was brought up with the team under George Graham and I saw how amazing they were.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen how amazing Wenger's team was back then. And when we won the double, that was amazing. I actually got to go on the coach when we won the double because the women won the doubles as well. And then my brother in the youth team also, they all won the double. And then I was just whatever, I was like part of the little crew. So I got to go on the coach and open air bus and it was amazing. And we were just like going through North London's red with the trophy. It was so good.
So the pain that you must be feeling now is extra then, isn't it? Because you've experienced some highs, boy, with Arsenal. And now it's just the lows.
Don't buy. Don't buy. Because this guy forgets, you know.
What are you talking about, Wesley? Wesley, we're not talking about Man United today. We're not talking about Man United. All right, Wesley.
Sorry.
Jason, who are you going for manager-wise?
Well, obviously, I grew up. Wenger was
Wenger,
the
innit?
first person I see. Yeah, so. Right.
I remember Bruce Rioch.
Oh yeah. Do you remember that song? Bruce and Colin. Bruce Rioch and Colin Todd. Bruce and Colin. Do you ever remember that song?
No.
Just me then. Okay, just me. Sorry,
I'm going to put my head though. I'm going to roll with you.
Thank you. You didn't leave me hanging. Thanks, man.
Come on.
No, you lot have had some. No, all banter aside, it is kind of mad. Like when you think about where a football team can go, like you can be so high, and then over a generation or whatever, you can fall so far behind. And it is the same with Man United. You know, we dominated for so long. Now we are where we are, and you've got football clubs that have been in the Premier League for so many years, and then they get relegated. It's just, this is why you have to be relentless year in and year out. And when you do win, because you lot won the Invincibles, I've seen stuff today where your club on Twitter is removing the L's from the Twitter account to signify that you lot, that drawing out this invincible season that you lot didn't lose a game. And I'm just like,
why?
What's wrong with so this is the sort of mentality I think which has led you lot to where you are now, because it's not the right focus, do you know what I'm saying, on what should be done on the pitch. When you win that invincible season, you need to go again. It needs to be that relentless investment, you know, keep pushing forward. And I think that you take your foot off the pedal and then you end up where you are now.
You know what we're coming like right now? We're like the bad man at school. You know, when you're at 15, at 16, he was the bad man. He had the beard first. He was tall, and then you see him at 28, and he's like, "Hey, do you remember at school? Yeah, that was the man. Hey, do you remember that? Do you remember that time when I won that race? Like, what?"
But, yeah, no one remembers you.
See, that's how Arsenal get finessed. They keep making us look at. I'm not looking behind me. If you keep looking behind, you're gonna walk into a lamppost, you know, or some dog doo-doo. Yeah?
But you know what is interesting that you say that is because it's also the fans, man. Like, I do find Arsenal fans, and I don't know if it's because of the Arsenal fan TV or what, but I do find the Arsenal fans a weird bunch. Like, you've got mans that are proper glorifying this invincible stuff on Twitter right now, and I don't harp on about United's treble winning season. For me, that's long gone. That's in the past now. If we're talking about it, it gives me goosebumps, but I'm not going to hang my hat on that. And I think your fan base don't help you. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what, though? I think because Liverpool was so close to doing it this season, and anyway, the season's scrapped now, whatever, I think it brought it back for us. It's like, oh, are they going to beat our 49ers? They can't. It was so close that I think now that they still haven't done it, it's like, cool, no one's done it. We're gonna use that again because we've got nothing else to talk about right now other than the fact that our teams are doing too well. And we're going to talk about the fact that no one can beat our 49ers. That's it.
You see, my thing with it is, I think we hold on to it just for the sheer fact, like, to be real, as an Arsenal fan, there's actually no real light at the end of the tunnel right now for Arsenal with our owners. So we almost got to hold on to that and be like, you know what, right now it's not getting any better, because you see, like, United, Liverpool, Spurs, even Chelsea, you know, City, they're all teams, they invest into their teams. The owners, they invest, regardless of how they invest, whether it's good business or not, they're investing. Arsenal are buying £150 million player a transfer window. If we're going to do anything, we need like 4 at one time. It's not one in for out, win for out. So right now, because there's no light at the end of the tunnel, we just got to hold on to that. That's the honesty with me. Whenever someone's talking to me, I got to hold on to that, because right now I can't say next year we're gonna challenge, you know, because we still got loads of deadwood. Like, what team do you see gets rid of 10 players and brings in 10 players? You can't do it.
Mm-hmm. I hear that, but in the summer you did see investment though, right? You did bring in.
Well, what's the investment though?
You did bring in Pepe. How much did you spend on Pepe? You brought in a couple defenders.
Technically, about 15 million.
How much?
No, we brought in a defender and left him. We needed a centre back, but we said stay over there for a year and then come, because we don't need you right now.
But how much did you pay for David Luiz?
Too much. Whatever it was too much.
20 million or something.
It wasn't as much as. I think it was around 10 mil. But I mean, 10 mil. But in total, you brought in about five men, didn't you? There was a couple loan moves as well. But...
Yeah, but they were stragglers though. We're bringing in Southampton's right back. That's not even fit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's a madness.
Oh, we love that.
Do you know what else as well? Is like, we've got so many good players in the academy that Arsenal are training them up and then just selling them out to other clubs. It's like, but bring them up through the ranks and let them play, because they're good enough. When they're going to other places, they're doing so well. Let's use what we have and what we've nurtured and what we've put money into.
I kind of have that. Obviously, I'm a product of an academy, of Arsenal academy. So, but I personally disagree. Knowing the current crop, I have to disagree with that statement. Just for the sheer fact that we ain't got no men in our team. like our first team much less ain't men compared to bringing the academy lot. If you look at let me just give you a quick example. Look at Chelsea young lot compared to our young lot. They got Tammy Abraham, filled out 6'2". They got Tomori centre back. He's a man. They got Mason Mount. He could look after himself. What's the one that come from Everton? What's his name?
Barkley.
Barkley. Okay, he's not academy, but he's still quite young. English. Compared to Reece Nelson, lightweight, run down the wing. Kyle Walker just brush him quickly.
But do you not
like
think that there's still
like that? He brushed him. Just...
Yeah. Look. Who else is there? You got
Maitland-Niles. He came up from the academy, right?
But they're playing him right back when he's a centre midfielder, so they're ruining him. They're ruining him.
This is
but I don't think it's his fault.
This is one thing I have to respect.
A right back. They try to do.
But this is one thing I have to respect Lampard though, because Lampard has brought these players through in the positions that they've come through. So he's not bringing Tammy Abraham through and saying, "Oh, I need to play centre mid." He's saying, "Listen, you've come through the academy ranks. You've showed your lower league level that you play at top scoring goals. You're gonna go do that."
But that's what it is, though, Jason. Jason, that's what it is. I think with the players that you've mentioned, Abraham, he's done his stint elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And then now he's coming. Mason Mount as well. These players have all come. They've done their loan moves or whatever, and now they've come back. Whereas the players that you're talking about, they haven't had that experience. So that might be why.
They have.
Where was
Reece Nelson? Went Hoffenheim.
Oh, was he?
Germany.
Okay.
Yeah. At one stage, you're talking about him and Sancho. Who's better? I'm thinking, what are you talking about?
Oh no,
no chance.
That's not. Reece Nelson is good though, but he ain't on Sancho's level.
But you know what you have to remember? Chelsea had a transfer ban.
And they still
would they have moved the same if they weren't? Would they even got Lampard? They would probably got someone else if they didn't have the transfer ban. Lampard's like, I love Chelsea. I'll go there. Remember, I come from Derby, so I'm not expected to win the league or nothing. That was a quiet season for them. You know what I mean? It just worked out nice at because Chelsea been taking the piss with youth.
Let me counter that though. Okay, let me counter that. Sorry, but my point is, okay, cool. That's a great point. They had a transfer ban, but on the flip side, realistically, Chelsea's got a better squad than Arsenal. He didn't have to play them young youths, you know. You remember he's playing Tammy Abraham and having someone like Jury, the World Cup winner, on the bench.
Yeah, that's mad. That was mad.
I know, but Jury's got 50 pace though. Like he's got 50. He starts in the red for pace. Like, he's been in the red since Arsenal. That was 3 years ago. So
like even look at their midfield. Yeah, they got Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, Barkley, and he's still managing to play Mason Mount. So realistically, these don't have to play. You know what I'm saying? And
it's like Gilmore as well.
Gilmore's bad. Yeah. Gilmore's bad. But yeah, okay, all right. I see.
Arsenal are looking mid-table-ish. That's you know what it is, yeah. It's our expectations. Like when I look at the Arsenal team, yeah, I don't think their man want top four. I don't think they wanna. I don't see anyone on that team that looks ambitious. That's like, yeah, I want trophies. Like, I want that. I don't see. I love Pepe, but Pepe is cool, you know. Pepe is cool,
It comes from above.
It does come from above. So this is a question that I want to hit you lot with now, the $1 million question, because you're talking there about you don't think that you lot even want to get top four. You're talking about the owners not investing. There's a lack of ambition to move forward. Your noisy neighbors down the road are doing everything different to you guys. They are showing ambition. They went and signed Jose Mourinho. Do you know what I'm saying? They are pushing. They've been in the top four consistently for the last few years. Can we now say that there has been a shift in power in North London, that they are a better team and a bigger club or a more attractive proposition to players?
No.
You know, is that
only the stadium?
Hit him first.
No,
only the stadium.
Arsenal?
No, the stadium is the only thing that's maybe nicer than ours and might just top us. Is the stadium? That's it.
I think it does, Scarlett. And
Okay,
I'm not
it
even
does, but that's the only thing.
Spurs fan.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Okay.
Okay.
Wesley, go.
Second. That was the right hook. Let me hit him with the left hook. Yeah? Right. How are we even entertaining this conversation?
Because of what you were just saying.
One second. You see, when Man City got money, and they started buying players and stuff, yeah, there was no power shift because they didn't win nothing. No one was talking about Man United. You're gonna get worried because they weren't winning nothing. No one cared.
But you know what the difference is there is at that time I was not talking about my club in the same way that you're talking about yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man United was still trying to do bits at that time.
Yeah, but don't talk about Tottenham though because they don't win nothing.
But at the moment,
silly. Nah. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, Tottenham. All right, fine. Yeah, fine. All right, Tottenham, great. What's their achievement? Getting top 4. We were doing that when we were sleeping. Yeah. So their great achievement in life was to bring out a DVD for finishing top 4. I don't care. Do you know what? Tottenham fans were saying last year? I'm so glad to be here. They lost the final before they even got there. They're so happy to be here.
That's real.
And Arsenal are not here.
That's real talk. Because they've never been there before. They've never been there before, though, innit?
There's no power shift. There's no change in power shift, cuz. There's no change.
North London will always be red. Simple.
Okay, all right. Let me ask another question then. Let me put this other question to you now, Jason. If you're a player now at the top of your game, and you have the chance to go to either Arsenal or Spurs, who are you choosing? So you're a player in your peak of your powers now. The peak of your powers. You quiet now, Wesley. You quiet. The peak of your powers, and then your agent comes on the phone to you and he says, "Okay, I've got 2 clubs that are really interested in you right now. One's Arsenal and one's Spurs. Where are you going?"
Personally, everything about Spurs.
Not personally.
No. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest with you. Personally, everything about Spurs is more attractive than Arsenal right now, bar the manager.
Thank you.
Bar the manager.
The manager.
It's interesting, and I would agree with that because I don't rate Jose at all. But if you are a player and you're thinking about winning trophies and you're at the peak of your powers, as I said, I think that even though I don't like Jose, I probably would still rather play for Jose than
because sometimes you got to look at it.
How old are you, though, Leon? How old are you?
Huh? Well, you want to try and bait out my age on camera?
No, not you.
Yeah,
we're the same age group, so we're throwing. I'm talking about the player. You know, you're saying you're saying the agent. What age is this player?
Yeah, so you're 27, 28.
Are you going to Jose?
You are?
Because you see, one thing Jose Mourinho is great at is gassing someone up.
Yeah.
See, when you're 28, he will
yeah,
tell
but
you you're the man.
Yeah, he's good at gassing them up, but he's good at dropping you just as hard, though.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to deal with children. You don't have to deal with youngsters. You can't deal with youngsters.
That's where people go wrong because forget the whole Arsenal Tottenham situation, just in general. That's where they think that the grass is always greener. Mourinho going just because Tottenham are in the Champions League at the moment and Arsenal ain't. But for manager-wise, I like to think that as a player, I'll go on to do better under Arteta than Mourinho. Mourinho, he's killed loads of players.
100%. You need someone to nurture you for younger players.
Yes. And that's one thing Arsenal do. That sounds so wrong. I'm going to say nurture kids. That sounds so wrong.
Don't worry, we know what you mean. But where do you lot think that you guys are going now? Where's Arsenal going over the next? Because I was going to ask you guys, do you think that you would win the title in the next 10 years? I'm not even going to bother ask that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. Thank you, Scarlett. Thank you.
That's a no-brainer. In 10 years, that's a no-brainer. 100%.
A no-brainer. It's been more than 10 years since you won it. It
doesn't matter.
It's been 30 years since Liverpool won it.
What you lot talking? You lot.
Okay.
Uh-oh, go on, Jason.
You're asking me. I can't see it.
Yeah. I can't see it either.
Because let's just be
you're at least 5 years behind Liverpool, at least.
No, forget Liverpool. You just got to look at it like only one team can win the Prem, and we're at least behind at least 4 teams.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Only one team can win the Prem.
No one ever thought that Leicester was going to come and win the league. So.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh, what?
Yeah.
Are you putting us in the charts now? Wow, that was...
No, that's not what I mean. But my point is, of course we can do it in the next 10 years if they can come and win the league.
But then that means that Tottenham could win the league then. If Leicester
even if Tottenham has a 20-point lead, they're bottled, John. They invented it. When you look at a bottle inside the dictionary,
Oh gosh, yeah, man. Just last question for all of you, and then we'll wrap up, man. Is what's been your best memory of Arsenal? Then Scarlett, what's your favorite? Whether it be a game that you've watched or a game that you've been to, what's your favorite memory of Arsenal?
I think it would have to be when we won the double and I got to go on the open double decker. That was an amazing day. Everyone was just over the moon. It was
Was it
incredible.
sunny? Was it sunny that day?
It
as
was
well?
sunny, which makes a change in England. The sun was out. It was warm. It was just like everyone had just got married or something. Everyone was so happy and like, yeah, we love life. So that would be my most amazing memory.
Must have been litty, man. Jason?
My fondest moment, being an Arsenal fan, I'd probably say the 1-0 win at the Bernabeu.
1-0 win at the
That
Bernabeu.
game.
Henry, muscle,
Henry,
Ronaldo to the
1-0.
ground.
For me, it just epitomized what Henry was about. And like Real Madrid at the time, I remember the first leg we got. Oh no, it was the second leg. But that game, I just remembered always. I don't know which way was that the first leg, innit? And then
Yeah, it was the first leg away.
0-0. Yeah. But I just remember like the second leg we just got battered. But that first game, I always remember like that goal. So for me, that's the greatest moment. I'd say, yeah.
That moment there. Wesley?
Well, mine has to be when Wiltord got the winner at Old Trafford.
I knew you was going to say something stupid like
No,
that.
do you know why?
You're
Because
clapping.
the emotion, because we went through school, you know, like if he's in the school in the 90s, Man United fans used to give you all the time. Theatre of Dreams. But listen, to school Arsenal though, and to get that 1-0, and we were getting battered. We were getting battered that game. To get that 1-0, I remember that game because Peter Schmeichel got cramp. He tried to come up for a corner near the end. Nasta, that's our title. Little North London Arsenal, yeah? I love that. That's my favourite memory still.
All right, wicked. Well, you know what? Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. That's been enjoyable, man. It's been good to get you guys insight on your club. This is Fan Views, so just want to get you lots of opinions and views on Arsenal. And you know what? It will be good for Arsenal to be back in contention again. It makes for a more interesting season. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with you guys, man. But before we shoot off, Scarlett, you guys just let the people know where they can catch you, Scarlett.
You can find me on Instagram at Miss Scar Doug, Scarlett Douglas, Scar Doug, at Miss Scar Doug. That's me.
Wicked. Jason?
You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter. Both just my name, Jason Bannerton. Simple.
Okay. And Wesley?
Yeah, you can get my Instagram at Big Wezzle. That's WEZZLE.
All right, wicked. So these are the Arsenal fans, people. This is Fan Views, and we are out.